We are bringing back childhood memories. Today, I am testing out Hello Kitty theme makeup packaging. I tried pretty much everything that they had in stock, from eyeshadow to mascara to blushes to highlighters, you name it. So if you would like to see me try all these products, then keep on watching. You're probably like, T, why do you look so ghostly? I have black hair, black brows. I did my brows. My foundation is a touch lighter than my neck. I don't have eyeshadow on. I don't have a primer on. I don't have concealer on. I'm wearing all black. So my face is looking crazy. But. I have a very valid reason, okay? I was trying to save some time because I have a very special video today. I am trying out Hello Kitty products. Okay, it's a collab, but look how if you guys are a Sanrio girly pop, this is so stinking cute. I'm gonna do a full face. I went to CVS and I was just like, oh my gosh. I love having cute stuff in my vicinity. I always love cutesy things, and I really want to know which character from Sanrio you are a stand for, because everybody is stand for something, someone. But anyway, let's jump right in because there isn't a full face. Like, I went into CVS and I just like stumbled upon it. They didn't have a foundation, they didn't have a concealer, they didn't have a whole lot of stuff. But I was just like, okay, we're gonna just do the rest of our face and use what we have and then do this product and like let you guys know how I feel about it and the result. Honestly, I don't have high expectation because Hello Kitty, it's a toy company. I mean, they partner up with Creme, the Cream product. Yes, it's the Creme Shop, and the Creme Shop is very notorious for partnering up and doing collabs with a lot of these like cartoons and stuff. So you'll see a lot of cartoons like do a collab. So I'm gonna yap and do my makeup because I tend to like just yap and then I keep going and then I end up not showing the product. But I'm a huge Chromie stan. My sister is as well. We both like connect off of like Hello Kitty and like Chromie, etc. But she is very cinnamon roll as well too. So, I have a lip balm, and this is in the scent Raspberry Cream Puff. So I always love to prep my lip. I haven't really loved like digging my finger into products anymore. I've definitely like have evolved to like lip like chapstick like in a stick form or a squeezy tube. I don't know what it is, but I'm just really sensitive to like touching products these days. I don't know why. But it's just like recently. I used to not care so much, but now like certain textures weird me out. And I'm the person that like wears gloves when they're cooking because I hate touching anything slimy. I can cook, okay? Let's get that straight. I can cook. The only issue is I don't like touching like raw meat and veggies and stuff. I don't know. As you guys can see, whenever I swatch, I try to wipe my hand off right away. I don't know what it is, but there's that. So for eyeshadow primer, I am using the NYX Lid Lingerie. It's the matte shade in Innuendo. And I have to say, this, if you are looking for an eyeshadow primer that works, that's very similar to the Makeup by Mario, I would say give this a try. I want to give you a fair warning that the packaging is not fun. I don't like this type of packaging because okay, I like squeezy tubes, but not for a product like this. Like if it was a foundation, yes, this product I feel like would be more like a doe foot applicator would be best. And I just don't like that this product has a lot of air in it. Like you really have to squeeze it for it to come out. And yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And I need my makeup palette. It has like leftover foundation from when I did my foundation. So that is why it's dirty, but also all my makeup brushes and products are very dirty right now because I have been slacking and lazing off not cleaning any of my brushes. I told myself I was gonna do it yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clean, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna clean my brushes. And then I just started spring cleaning. I just started opening up boxes. And these are like from things that when we move, we still have some boxes. You know, like when you move, sometimes you never finish moving because there's things still in the boxes that you're just like, it's not that important. So there's a lot of things I've just left in boxes. And yesterday I went on a spring cleaning, and then today is trash day. Trash day is every single Monday. So anyway, I'm priming my eyes with this, and you don't need a lot. I over squeeze just to like show you guys, but you need like one dot and it'll cover both eyes. And this is very pigmented. It's just very different from the Makeup by Mario, but it's a nice shadow primer is what I'm trying to say. So I just really have been enjoying this when I squeeze it out. This would not be something that I will be putting in my travel bag just simply because when I'm traveling, I'm looking for easy breezy, beautiful type thing. And I don't want to deal with the mess. If you guys watch my previous video, I mean, makeup is gonna get messy, but I prefer getting messy like in my studio, in my on my vanity, at home, where I'm like the most comfortable, rather than being messy while I'm traveling, because you're just like, okay, I don't want to like do all these things and clean up all these messes. Okay, I'm gonna go into eyeshadow first. There's this one that is not from a Hello Kitty specific collab. It's actually with Miffy. So Miffy is another like cartoon. Like these are all like Japanese cartoon characters. So it's Miffy. My sister loves Miffy. I don't really like Miffy that much. Like I'm not like Miffy's cute. Every time I go into the Jellycat store, they always have a section of Miffy's, like plush toys, etc. Like this is just like part of it. Like you'll go in there, you'll see all the different types of plushies, you'll see Sunny Angels, you see all these things as well too. It's not just Jellycat and Jellycat only is what I'm trying to say. So, oh my gosh, this is so cute. It even comes with stickers, which I'm assuming for you to like decorate and custom this. I'm going to use this and like save this for my sister because I know she's gonna enjoy this a lot more, but I still want to use it because I bought it for the purpose of this video. So this is a 9-pan palette, very cute. This is definitely more on the warmer side. There was not a lot to choose from, guys. Like there was one other shade and I was just not feeling it. I forgot what it was. I'll double check for you guys, but I ended up going with this. There just wasn't a whole lot of stuff to choose from. I'm going to use this palette. I also have a few other items that I want to use. I've got this glitter sparkle that I do want to do a topping on. So let's get a blending brush really quickly. I'm gonna use the shade Miffy, this light transition color, and noted that this shadow primer will crease if you have double eyelid, you are oily. Like for me, this is like, I'm oily, it's gonna like come off right off the bat. It's totally okay. I'm like used to it by now, but if you like are talking like me or just like sitting there talking with friends, just know to pat this out so that the creases don't stay, and then you'll be fine again. It's not a big deal. And then once you lay shadow on this primer, you're gonna be fine. So there's that. That's the one thing that is very different than the Makeup by Mario, which is why I mentioned that it's not like the Makeup by Mario in my opinion. Just simply because the Makeup by Mario dries down, like for like oilier skin gals, it dries down. You don't have to worry about it creasing. But this one, you do need to just set it down. It doesn't just dry down by itself. It does slightly, but it still like remains, like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like there's like a little line, like a crease. And I don't really like it when my shadow creases. And this just what happens when you're like an oily girl, but also if you are dry and you have a double eyelid like I do, where your eyelid folds together, you might be having this issue because there's like traction every time you open and close and open and close. So, fair warning, highly recommend you pat it out and powder it down. Okay, now that I've blended both eyes with this shade, it's like a pretty transition shade, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go in with the shade Rome to just deepen that outer edge just a little bit more. Now, if you're looking for a palette with a whole ton of pigment, this is not it. This is more like a light wash of color. So nothing like super like if you're looking for easy, light and fun and cute type of shadow and like a cute gift for a teenager, this would be a really easy palette for someone who loves Sanrio, loves to collect and also have their products. Then this is gonna be like really easy. I do want to just deepen the outer edge just a touch. So I'm gonna grab a different brush and I'm gonna grab this shade Playday. It has golden shimmer and speck in it, but just from like using a lot of shadow, I think once I blend and brush it out and blend it out and sweep it across, I think the glitter, the yellow glitter, would like just pop off and not really be an issue. Yeah, I was correct. When you blend, the glitter like just flicks right off. It doesn't really stay. It's not like one of those shimmery glitter shade that will stay on. It'll just flick off, and what you're left with is just a matte brown shadow shade. So now I'm gonna have that to just deepen the outer edge. I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. And like tapping this will flick off the glitter. I think it's inevitable, even if you don't tap it, blending it on your eyes, like so, like I'm doing, will automatically flick the glitter and the gold off. I don't know why this side looks so much darker than this side. And I feel like I'm using a lot more product on this side. Okay, let's leave that alone for now. I'm gonna go back into that transition shade and I'm gonna really blend the edges out until it's all good. Okay, now that it's all blended on this side, I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. It's really just to soften that edge. All right. So that's what the eyes look like. I want to swatch a few of the shimmer shade for you guys to take a look at. So let me like swatch a couple. So we have the shade Fluffy Cloud, Sunbeam, Daisy Dream, Explorer, and Wanderlust. So these are the 5 shades that are shimmery. There we go. So this is what the shades look like swatch. It's very light. I can tell you that. Like it's not pigmented, and I don't have high expectations for it to be pigmented, but just know if you guys are looking for pigment, this shadow palette might not be it for you. Like, it's more of like just like a light wash of color. It's not going to be anything high performance like your Makeup by Mario or Natasha Denona or the Rare Beauty one. Like, it's not going to give you that effect for sure. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware and keep in mind that this is like just cutesy. So what I'm gonna do, just based off the swatches, I'm just gonna go with the shade Fluffy Cloud. I want something a little bit brighter on my lid, so I'm gonna take this shade. It's a more white silver shade that I'm just gonna pat on first. Once I pat it on, that's what it looks like. I'm also gonna go in with this shade Daisy Dream, just to give more of a peachier shade. Like, just tapping it in just so that I can use a lot of the shades and like really mix it. I'm gonna go back in with that Fluffy Cloud shade and really go back into the inner corners and the tear ducts like so. So now that's the eye look. I do want to line my eyes, and I don't have an eyeliner. I could not find an eyeliner. I just don't know why. I couldn't find quite a few items, and I was just like, well, that's totally okay, because I've been using the Vivid Rich Smokin' Topaz, so I'm just gonna quickly line my eyes. Now that we have the liner on, I'm going to do some mascara, and it is this Hello Kitty Lash Love. This is the Super Volume Plus Lengthening Mascara. It's a black mascara with biotin, castor oil for healthy lashes. All of these products are made in Korea. So that is, I always love Korean products. Oh my gosh, do you see this packaging? This is so adorable. I literally would just keep this for like the packaging. I don't know how good it is. I hope it's good, because if it's good, I would totally, totally be using this a lot more often. So let's take a look at the wand. So this is what the wand looks like. It's one of those plastic spiky wands. I'm actually really nervous because these wands scares me. So let's do a couple of pumps, but I cannot get over the Sanrio packaging. It's just so cute. So right off the bat, the formula feels a little bit liquidier. So let's give this a try. I'm not curling my lashes today because I want to put on falsies today, and I just want to see how this just performs and how it looks before falsies. Of course, this is a first impression. I've never tried this product before, so I'll use it when I curl my lashes so you guys can see. Just right off the bat, this formula is a little too wet, that it's making my lashes like fall down this way. I don't know. Yeah, this might just be like a no for me, just right off the bat. Like, with mascara, I just know. Just applying it and how it applies. But I'm gonna give it a shot still. I'm gonna put 2 coats. I'm gonna work on this eye first, and then I'm gonna go back and do a second coat on the other eye. So far, this is a very liquidy product that is definitely weighing my lashes down because it's so liquidy. Like, it's a heavier liquidy formula. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you guys have tried like a really liquidy mascara that just feels like it's not drying down,
and that it's making your lashes like heavy.
No, no, no. I don't like the way that this looks.
I'm gonna go in with another coat and see how it looks. It really just thickens it
A little bit more, but I don't know.
I just have other mascaras that I
Do prefer more.
than this one. I feel like this one I definitely have to try really hard for it to work, and I have to like wiggle every single one, and also have to be very careful during the second coat so it won't clump.
We're gonna leave it at that. Not a huge fan. Packaging is cute. Okay. Just gonna leave it alone and have it dry this way. I did want to try these lashes. I picked up these lashes not once, but twice. I didn't realize it until I got home and I opened my drawer to put the lashes away that I have another one of these that are unopened. And I just totally forgot about it. And it shows that in the store. It looks so pretty to me. So these are the Naked Delicates from Ardell. These are the 460s. I love Ardell. Like they're naked, they're wispy collection for lashes. So I saw this and I was very excited. I'm going to trim them down. I'm not wearing like the full strip. I mainly purchased it for the ends. So I'm actually just gonna cut this in half because I really like that like lifted cat eye look. So I'm just gonna cut off the ends. And you can still use this. It'll just be shorter than this one. This one's gonna be a little bit longer. It's really hard to explain, but you don't have to waste this. It's just gonna be like the ends, and I'll just show you. It's really hard to show you guys this. So like if you cut it the way I did, this will be a lot longer than the bottom one. And the bottom one you can still keep for like other days where you just want like just a touch. Just a touch. Okay, let's put this on. Okay, I'm gonna grab some glue and it's gonna get a little tacky.
And I'm just gonna pop it on the ends like so.
I'm gonna do the same on the other side.
And these actually really feel really light. I can imagine not using like
Mascaras at all and just having this, it really does give you a little something something in the outer edges.
I don't know if you guys can see. It's just like
Just a little more sultriness to the outer edges, like a little bit more dark, like cat eye look. I just love this look. This is like a very like my type of look, bringing that tail of my eyes out. I do the same on the other side. Okay,
now that we have both sides on, giving a little
wisp, a little something something. Let's get into like the complexion before we finish the rest of the eyes because I feel like we spend a lot of time on the eyes so far. We'll get back to it. We're gonna give it a little break. I want to go into the face complexion. I am super excited to use this one. This is the Cream Blush Balm Soothing Aloe Vera. So this is what the packaging looks like. Super. I'm gonna say this every single time I show you guys another Hello Kitty thing is like super adorable, super cute. Everything here is just so cute and adorable. $1 for every time I say super cute and super adorable. It's just about the packaging. I'd be rich. So this is in the shade Strawberry Milk. They had a few other shades and I couldn't really see the inside of the shade and I solely just like picked based on the packaging and the name. So I couldn't really open this up. So this is going to be the first time we open this up together. Oh my goodness. It's about the same ish. I do feel like this is a more vibrant, but I think it looks more neon in person because if you see it IRL, it's a lot more like neon. This is more of like a muted shade. Can you guys tell that slight different? Or I'm crazy. I don't know. But this is so adorable. This compact, this I'm at a loss for words. So let's just put this on our face. So we're gonna go in with this shade. This is definitely pink. I'm so glad my eyes are not as like crazy. I might go back in and grab this shade to put in the eyes so that we can like tie the pink together, because the eyes do look a little bit more orangey. Right off the bat with this texture, it's gonna not be an oily girl's dream. It's definitely a little bit more balmier. The description did say it was balmier. It's actually pulling a lot more purple on me, but it's a pretty shade. Ooh, the smell smells like paint. It's very distinct. It doesn't smell yummy like the lip balm. Okay, we're gonna put on concealer right after this, but this is pigmented. Less is more, everyone. I'm gonna go clean it up with a foundation brush after. I'm gonna do concealer first, and then we'll go from there. It reminds me of like the Violette FR, that purple blush, when I tried it for the very first time with you guys. This is like a pretty shade though. I might have like dragged it down a little too much on this side, which I will come back and clean it in just a second. So I'm so glad I pre-blend, because if I didn't pre-blend, I think it would be wild. Just like going directly in, and you know, like for me, when I'm not lazy, I'll like pre-blend. You guys don't have to, but it's just safer. I'm gonna go in with the Maxine's Revenge concealer. I've been really loving this concealer when I'm wearing a more matte, full coverage foundation. I'm just looking for like a little bit more hydration underneath my eyes. Even though I'm an oily girl, this definitely like feels great. It's a comfy concealer that I do try to let dry down. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab, where's my concealer brush? I'm gonna grab my concealer brush that's also not clean, and I just pat this area down, because I feel like I went a little too far down here. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and blend. Once I let it dry down, it's like so much more coverage when I blend, and it's just like a lot easier to control, in my opinion. So here's that. You know, the more I look at this blush, the prettier it is on my skin tone. I don't know. I don't know if I even should like go back in with that pink shade. We'll see. I do want a little bit more pink, just so that we can give this look a little bit more of a monochromatic look. I'm going to now go, like, when I'm blending my concealer out, I'm definitely going to really focus on cleaning up that blush so it's not so crazy. Like so. You see that? Just like slightly just blend it out, buff it, tone it down. Like where it's still, you can still see the shade and color, but it's now giving a more ombre look. And the concealer really does help with the blush when you go overboard. I feel like that just like brings everything like together for me. It's like this cohesiveness. Okay, this is. Oh,
What?
I thought this was a blotting powder. They're cute though. They're just blotting papers, guys. So they're like blotting papers, and then like, yes. Hold please. We made a mistake. But this is fun. This is fun. I want to show you guys something. Okay, so these are blotting papers. This is the blotting cushion decked out in Hello Kitty. So you just put your hand in like this. What you do is you take the sticker off, which makes this sticky, and you stamp it on, and it picks up one sheet of paper for you to blot. And look at that. The oil just disappears. So, I mean, this is more like after you powder and everything. So I will try this after powder and keep you guys updated, but most likely I will also give this to my sister. So I will just oil blot with this. It's like your regular oil blotting. Ooh, no, 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 no. This just peeled off my blush right here. Let's just give it a little touch. Just a little touch more. Okay. I really like this blush. Like, that's pretty. But I don't like the formula. I like the color. But there's like a lot of ways to bypass that. Like, if you want the same color, there's so many out there. This blush is ripping up my foundation from underneath. So just know that because this is so balmy, like what was like, it has aloe vera in there, hydrating. Yeah, this, like, with it being hydrating and such, that's probably the reason why it's like ripping my foundation up underneath. It's not bad though, but definitely fair warning, it's a balmier one. So there's that. Okay, let's actually just powder. And I kind of want to like just mess around right now at this stage. Not mess around, okay? I'm very serious. But what I want to do is, since we are here, there's something that I really wanted to do. I don't know if you guys could guess it, but I want to do a quick comparison, especially since we have a concealer that is like we've always like used, is not like a new concealer. So what I want to do is just test this side by side for you guys. This is the old, so we already know about the scandal of Givenchy. But now that we have e.l.f., we might have found a new holy grail. So what I'm going to do is just take this on the cap and really set my under eyes. And noted, everybody, that this is the old formula. I only have the tiny one because, like, as an oilier gal, I only use this for like touch-ups, just to give myself like that flawless airbrush, like not so dry under eyes. Or like, this is more of like my finishing powder rather than my setting powder. So this is the Givenchy. So we already know how it looks, how it performs, etc. Gives you like that matte glow from within. I'm in the shade 2 Saint Blanc. I know they've reformulated this, but it's just not the same. And then there's this one in light medium from e.l.f. This is also a 4 quad. I want to see how this actually performs. Reveal, it comes with a puff and a sifter, which you can pull this out, and I'm going to need to peel it. So this is very similar to the Givenchy one, where all 4 quadrants. I'm going to close. Ooh, I'm going to close this cap. And then, so the cap is for you to control which quadrant you want more. So what I'm actually going to do is control it to these 2 pinkier quadrant right here. So let me just dump a little bit out. Eventually it's just gonna all be mixed up in one area. So this is what I have. It's this more like 2-tone pinky tone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like 2-tone pinky tone. And let me blend this out. Right off the bat, that is very pigmented. Okay, let me try to add the other shades in as well. Maybe we're just supposed to mix all 4 shades together. Okay, so that is what the under eyes look like. I will report back to you guys on my final verdict and thought on this one, and I will let you guys know. But off of first impression, I could not tell the difference. I have to keep wearing it and keep swatching it, of course, just to make sure that it is a dupe. Packaging aside, because sometimes like sometimes companies would like copy packagings, and it tricks our mind a little bit of like, oh yeah, because the packaging is like it's the same, it must be the same product as well too. And like that's not the case for a lot of like all these products. So I'm going to bronze. I don't have a bronzer whatsoever. So I'm gonna get this Marc Jacobs one because I've been really enjoying this matte Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I really like the packaging. Of course, it's the product itself. This really does remind me of like, this is like high-end bronzer. It's good. It's a very good matte bronzer, just like the Dior. It's like one of those like, it performs, it stays on, it's warm but not too warm, but it's not cool either. So there's that. And my complexion needs a little bit more bronzing today. It's like, it's not patchy. It's so nice. Yeah, it's just great. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a good bronzer. It warms me up, makes me look less ghostly, and everything is coming together now. I have a few more items I do want to show you. Before I do, I'm just gonna go back in with this palette really quickly, and I'm just gonna mix these two shades just to get a little bit more pink right there so that it's like cohesive. It's like, it's just like a little touch, you know? It's nothing like crazy whatsoever. So it's just a little touch of pink just to like really tie all the looks together. Okay, there's that. So now that we've tied it, like, see, you see that little, just a little touch of pink, just really ties the look together so that it just doesn't like look so like, so they're not together. Like, a lot of the times I can make products work, of course. For us, like, I'm always trying to figure out like, how can I make this work? How can I adjust with what I have? So you don't have to like purchase like brand new things at all to make things work. Or if you're trying out makeup just like myself, or you're a makeup artist, always test products, try things out and see how they do, and you end up, making it work at the end of the day. Sometimes though, I want to say it be like that. So one more thing on my eyes before, I know I said like one more thing, but I promise one more thing for the eye. This is the Creme eyeshadow. It's in the shade Sparkle Time. This does dry down according to like the packaging, etc. This is supposed to be a glitter shining thing, and I'm just like a little scared because I think this is like a chunkier glitter. Ooh, so I don't know why I expected like one of those brush applicator, but this is a doe foot applicator. Ooh, whoa. It has like a clear base and like rainbow sparkle glitter. Okay, let me just shut up and like just directly apply this on my eyes. It's a bit wet, so I want to be very careful. So I don't know. I feel like this is gonna tear up. Oh no, there's like a, I don't know how to blend this. No, not that I don't know how to blend, is more so I'm scared if I try to blend this out, it's gonna tear the eyeshadow underneath, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, I think I'm like making a mess. Let me try. Oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. It tore my shadow underneath. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it tore the shadow underneath. No. Okay, let me try to see if I could fix this. Okay. Now I have to do it on the other eye. Maybe this just needs to dry. So I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. I'm so sad. I definitely feel like that was a mistake, even though it's pretty. Okay, it says it would dry down, so I'm gonna pat this on and like let it dry down. It's tearing the product underneath.
all of them, like all the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna pat lightly. So I mean, I don't have to go somewhere after this, but still, I want a wearable finish. No, it's tearing my shadow underneath, and like the more I layered it, the worse it's getting. Okay, I'm just gonna try to fill in the holes right now on here so that it still looks wearable. I'm a little disappointed. I'm super disappointed. It's a pretty color. It's giving shimmer, glimmer, pop, but the formula is not playing nice with the product underneath. It definitely dries. I think if you let it dry, it'll be fine, but how would I apply this without like any issues? I don't know. I have to pass on that one. I'm not so happy that it tore my shadow underneath. And it's not even like it's applying a little patchy. It's like chunky patchy on my eyes. I don't know. You want to like Chris, if you can zoom a little closer, but just zoom a little closer for us to see like certain patches.
Yeah. Okay, let's just forget about it. That was not it. I should have just stopped there, but I wanted to try other products. Noted. I don't recommend that product. It reminds me of like that Maybelline. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's that glitter one. And yeah, it wasn't a vibe. And right now my lids are getting sticky. Every time I blink, I'm like sticky, sticky, sticky. You know what I'm talking about? If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. Okay, sorry. I'm like so rambly, yappity doodle at this video. It's gonna be a gazillion hours long. Let me do my lip really quickly. I did not see any lip products from this collab, so I'm gonna go with my own lip products. I've been really loving not been really loving. I just can't get my hands off of this. It's just my favorite blurring lip liner in the whole wide world until somebody creates something that is better than this. I just can't imagine like how much better. How much better can we get with this? Okay. Because the eyes and the cheeks are so like the star of the show, I'm gonna go for more of like a nude lip from Wet n Wild. This is a very nice nude. This is in the shade Bare It All. This is a pinkier nude shade, and then I'm gonna go in with a nude gloss. This is the Posh Gloss from Victoria Beckham. This is like my favorite nude gloss ever. Okay, now that we have the lips done. We're almost done here. I know. You guys are like, what? Okay, I am finishing up now. There's only one more product that I wanted to show you guys. This is the all over highlighter stick. So cute still. This is Sparkle Pop Star Bright. There was another shade where it was like, I think it was like a more silvery golden shade, and I went more with like a pinky champagne. I went with the second shade. There was like only two shades. So, okay. Yes, Star Bright. It comes in like this chubby crayon, which I haven't seen a highlighter actually come in a chubby pencil like this besides like inner corner highlighter or like the NYX chubby sticks. But this is what it looks like. Pretty, right? Definitely very pretty. So what I'm gonna do, instead of applying it straight, and this is very creamy, what I'm going to do is find a clean brush and really blend this into my brush like so, giving all the pre-blending. Again, more product on here. And this is very creamy. I can tell you that from like swatching it. So what we're going to do is pre-blend this in the palms of our hands and start tapping it in. Okay. You guys see it? Just like a light touch. It's definitely ripping. Like, these are not playing nice with the foundation at all. None of these products, like, it's just, I feel like it's just too balmy. Like, look at it. It's just way too balmy, in my opinion, that it's ripping the products. And I'm using, like, the lightest hand and with, like, a soft bristle brush that, and it's ripping on both sides, so I don't, and especially when I use two different powders, it's ripping the blush off. I use two different powders, so I feel like it's definitely the highlighter. That's disappointing, but that's okay. I knew this was like, I knew this was like a long shot coming in to this, because like a lot of these products definitely isn't like, this is more like cute nostalgia. It's, you're buying it more for the packaging, not so much of the formula. So let me put my hair down and we will wrap this up. Alrighty guys, this is the final look. I mean, it looks good. I don't really have a complaint with it. The shadow did give me like a good time. It was very pretty up until the end. When I put this on is when everything turned the other end. Realistically, all of these products, the only thing that I would pick up to use again is the lip balm, just because it's just lip balm. Everything else, I would say, is a hard pass for me, performance wise. I mean, like, it's just like, I don't know if you guys can see, my blush is all ripped up right here. Like, you can see a lot more skin there. It's just like the foundation ripped off, like all of that jazz. It's just, I don't think that these products are very high performing. It's just, in my opinion, just for like nostalgia reasons. So those are my thoughts. If you guys love Hello Kitty, go for it. I definitely am here just to like review products and let you guys know my honest opinion and how I feel about them. Pretty packaging, but needs to still perform. So that's my thought. At the end of the day, a lot of this will be gifted to my sister. I will not be really picking up any of these to use for anything else. So this was a very, sorry, not to end on a negative note. This was so fun, like, regardless. Like, the packaging is very cute. I have to give it to them. Like, I still create like a look with this. It's just not high performing is what I'm trying to say. So if you're gonna already spend the money on high performing makeup, or do whatever you want with your money. So that's that. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. So with that being said, thank you so much for sitting here and watching this full face of Sanrio, Hello Kitty, Miffy theme makeup, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!